I'm Dakota, and these are my stripper stories.
Dakota, welcome to Stripper Stories.
Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna jump right into it. You are a entertainer,
Correct.
okay? And how did you end up in the game, the club,
The club, the
the
game.
club?
Okay, so when I moved to Texas, let's say I worked at this regular 9 to 5, and the HR person there told me about a spot, and ever since then, it was a stripper spot underground. Ever since then, I took off.
So you was at the job, and somebody at the job.
HR girl.
Uh-uh. So she was
Yes.
showing a little tail feather on the side.
He was the boss man, dollar bill on the side.
Oh, it was a dude.
Yes, a dude.
So he told you about the spot.
Yes.
And then you went over there, and
I went over there, yeah.
and it was history.
Yes.
How much did you make your first night dancing?
At the spot that he had,
Yeah, the spot.
the underground spot, it was only on Fridays and Saturdays. I was making about 200 or 300 a night.
Okay. At the time, for you, was that a little bit or a lot of bit?
That was a lot of it because I was working a 9 to 5 and going to school.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that was good money.
Yes.
What was it about the club or the experience at the club that sold you? Where you was like, you know what? Done with the work. I'm about to go do this full time.
That's a good question. The money was coming fast. And it wasn't like just shaking I'm going to say the word. I wasn't just shaking my ass. It was more I learned just to conversate, and the money was coming fast in that way.
What's your thoughts on the modern day stripper?
A modern day stripper. To me, I feel like strippers have different titles now. Because a modern day stripper to me is someone that starts in the game, doesn't have no direction, just jumps in it. Doesn't they don't have a they don't know the they don't have the excuse me, not the guy, well, that too, but I have the word, I'm sorry, the etiquette of being an actual entertainer.
Right.
They just think they can just show some and I get some money.
Right.
You could show some and get nothing, So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Pimps in the club.
Them-
What is your thoughts about pimps in the club?
Oh my gosh, stay out the club, please. Let her work.
Do you think they're needed or not?
I don't think pimps should be in the club. They might be needed for someone that needs them, but they don't need to be in the club.
Right.
I think it scares the girl. It scares her money away, her real money away.
Have you ever been scared of a customer?
No.
What's the craziest thing that you've seen in a club?
Sometimes wives will come in the club when they see their husband or whoever in the club,
Mm-hmm.
their significant other, and basically pull them out the club.
That's the craziest thing. Have you ever had like what's the worst day that you can remember that in the club that you had?
My worst day? Tell me a definition of the worst day. It's like money.
I mean, it could be anything, like where you saw something traumatic or you saw something violent or something may have happened to you. You had a really bad experience while working.
Okay. Rejection.
Okay.
Rejection.
Yeah.
I had to hear you guys say something about it. The wildest, sorry. But rejection.
Okay, tell us about it.
Going up to a customer, hey, how are you? I'm waiting on someone, or they'll tell you you're not their type. And I would want to know what is not your type? What's wrong with me? And I will sometimes sit down, and want to know why I'm not your type.
Oh,
You know?
so you would ask them this,
Yeah, I would ask them that.
right? Okay, so give me something that you heard, like their replies. What would they say?
I'm too thick. I might not. I'm too dark.
Mhm.
It could be that. It's just things like that.
Okay.
Mm.
Was there anything crazy that you ever saw like in the locker room amongst other dancers?
Just a lot of shit talking.
Right.
A lot of shit talking more than popping off. I see more shit talking.
Why do you think that is? That girls, you think that they have to work? Like, yeah, tell me why you think that is.
Like far as them just
Yeah, they're
talking,
always shit talking, not just
I
getting to it.
know.
Like we're in
That's
this
a good
confined
question.
space, but we just want to talk shit to each other.
Maybe they don't want to lose their jobs.
You think that's what it is?
I don't. I'm not sure. Maybe they're scared to lose their jobs, or maybe they just probably can't fight.
Right. Yeah. Hey, have you ever got into it with a dancer?
Yes, I have.
Oh, what was it over? If you don't mind me asking.
It was over money,
Okay.
and me being the new girl, I could come off as a shy girl, as somebody that, she's shy, she's quiet. And someone thought I was taking their money, knowing it was my money,
Right.
and it escalated in a way that I finally said something which shocked a lot of people in the dressing room.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's where I got my respect.
And everybody left you alone after that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't have to fight her or nothing. You just took
Nope.
off on her life. Yeah.
Just something. Just you don't have to do too much sometimes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
Do you feel like every woman has a price?
Yes. Yes.
Do you feel like most strippers, most entertainers have sold a little cat on the side?
Yes.
What do you feel like is a good, you can't clock nobody else's cat.
Correct.
But we all know, anybody that's been in the game know, like, hey, don't mess up the game for everybody.
Mm.
What do you feel like is a decent average a girl should be charging for extracurricular activities? Because we all know that, $40 in the VIP room has messed up the game.
Correct.
So what do you think?
Let's see. I think it depends on which club you're at.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elaborate.
Okay. So a white club, 1,000 or more, they're gonna pay it, especially black hat. A black club, I'm gonna say, that's kind of tight. 300 to 500.
This is decent prices. It's
Yeah.
decent prices. Have you worked at both white clubs and predominantly white clubs and predominantly black clubs?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what you feel like are the biggest differences between the two?
The difference between the two, in my opinion, the white clubs is more conversation. I feel like you're more a licensed therapist, unlicensed therapist. Unlicensed therapist. A black club is more, they want you to do more. Dance, 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 turn around, bend over, spread it. Like, God damn. Give me some money. Yeah. But yeah.
We all know, that the money is substantially different between white clubs and black clubs.
Correct.
As a black woman in a white club, do you feel like you get treated like a fetish over just the entertainer, or do you feel like it's all fair game between all the dancers?
I think you get treated different. You said like a fetish in a club?
Yeah.
At a white club? Or yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because usually, especially predominantly white clubs, it's not a lot of black women there.
Correct.
So
that's correct.
and it's harder to get hired.
Yes, you're so right.
Yeah. What was it? What do you what do you feel like were when you got hired? What your requirements were in order to be hired at said club?
At the White Club,
Mm-hmm.
White Club. Okay. I felt like, well, it took me 2 years to get in a White Club,
Mm.
you know, and I think it's all about trust. I think it's a
Mm.
trust thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they have to just build a trust thing. Get to make sure you're not one of those loud ones.
Oh
They
yeah.
think
Oh
all
God.
black women are loud and ghetto and fight.
And they can't have that.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
I've never
no.
worked at one. That's why
Really?
they wouldn't hire me.
It takes a lot.
Have you ever experienced any racism in that club?
Yes, I have.
Like, can you explain? Like, whatever.
Let's say I remember being at a white club. I was on stage. There was two white guys sitting like where you're sitting. I'm on the stage, and they were tipping me. You can see they were really surprised to see me dancing on stage. So when I got off stage, they told me to come sit by them. I sat by them. They bought me drinks. We engaged. We laughed. The guy on my right was telling me about his friend doesn't like black girls, but he was encouraging him that black girls are cool. She's cool. He was telling me he liked me, we all talked. Another black girl comes by there. She sat down. She was a waitress. She offered them a drink. She asked for a shot. They bought us all around, even herself. Once I got up, everything went to the left. And I was like, what's going on? We were all just, and the guy on the left didn't want her over there. So his colors came out. When I went over there, it stayed in. When she came over there, he didn't want her over there. And they ended up leaving. So I don't know what made him change. Like what made me stay in that seat over her. And she was black too, like me. Yeah.
That's the question. Is there something that you said that you would never do, but you ended up doing it?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that is?
Uh, Dating someone in the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that work out? Did it? Last interview I had, the guy said he met his wife there. So
Really?
yeah. So what? How did yours end up in your situation?
It started off good.
Okay.
I won't knock anyone. It was good. It was great. And then when someone tells you not to work there anymore, when you know that's where you, excuse me, that's where you make your money, and they want you to basically be the house person now at the home all the time, it's kind of like, but you know. So that's the only thing. I was still wanting to be in the club like that.
Are you still with this person, or are y'all?
No, I'm not. But there's no bad blood if I were to see him out anywhere.
Do you feel like stripping can affect your life?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I feel like if you already have someone, it's easy to not mess around, unless if it's a price on it. You're not going to be easy to fall for someone in the club when you have somebody at home. If you truly are happy with that person,
Right.
or if you're just hanging out, dating, whatever. I mean, when you're dancing, you don't have anyone. You're not going to be easy to slip with anybody. You're going to just focus on your money, run game, and go home.
Um, when you're giving someone a dance, right? Do you ever get in the mood?
Yeah. I have before, a few times. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Is it that person, or is it a combination of the alcohol and the money? Like, what do you think it is?
It would be that person.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be that person. Everything.
When you meet somebody in a club and you're actively in the club at the moment and you do find them attractive, do you feel like you let a lot more slide, I guess, in the midst of like entertaining than you would if it was just a regular customer that you didn't find attractive, like them touching certain places and doing certain things because you are attracted to them?
You good. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
What's the freakiest thing you ever did in the club
Mm,
with someone that you found attractive?
mm. Just probably being VIP a little longer with the person, just they can be conversating, grinding on them longer. They're gonna make sure you're good with money, but you're not thinking about that, even though you're gonna get it, or they're probably giving it to you already. But you're just gonna just probably just sit on them more and give them more privilege to, like you said, like touch you more. Instead of saying no, you're gonna be like, okay, go ahead, put your hand right here.
You could feel it.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Have you ever had someone try to pay you in something other than money?
Yeah. Yes.
Care to share?
I got these.
Oh, he paid. He paid.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you feel like there's a such thing as my customer, your customer?
No.
Ooh, okay.
Hmm.
Explain.
Well, if someone came in the club and wanted to see me, I don't expect him to just sit around me all day. If I get up and move around, you can move around too. You're not hostage. I don't expect anyone to be like, that's my customer, which is people do say that.
Do you feel like usually that happens when that entertainer might be sleeping with that person outside the club? Even if it's for financial gain, it might not be personal, it might be transactional, but because you're sleeping with them, you feel like when they come in the club, they should only mess with you.
Yeah, I say no, I disagree, but they agree to, this is mine's. You taking it from me if he goes to you. If that's your customer, you should be great. No matter if he talks to me, you already should be solid. But they don't see that.
Do you believe in soul ties?
Yes. Yes.
What about body count? Do you think that matters?
No.
Because like if you're most men be like, oh, I don't want a girl with a lot of bodies, or you know what I'm saying, but girls usually don't care about that. But
I think it's when you have soul ties is when you're intimate in a way. We are intimate in a way without using a condom.
Okay.
That's a soul tie to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a condom on, she could be making money. She don't care about them,
Right.
But someone she's intimate with, engaging with, that's a soul tie.
Right. You think you can fall in love with someone without using if they're using a condom?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm trying to think.
That's a crazy question.
That's a question. Like, oh, I love this. It's so good. Put it on and get in the condom. Let's do it again. I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Like, can you guys?
I gotta ask.
Can you? Like, can you? Like, if I don't know. Like,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just asking, like, you personally, if you're sleeping with somebody, he has a condom on. Have you ever fell in love with a man?
I don't think. No, I don't recall that.
I like that question.
Right.
Do you feel like being in the club has opened you up to like different type of experiences, like threesomes, poly? I don't know what all of you experienced, but more open situations, open-minded situations.
Open-minded situations. Yeah. Yes. Just yeah. Just hearing the conversations from people that are in polys or had threesomes.
Have you ever had one? She's like, moving on, moving on. Okay. Does anything surprise you anymore? Like, do you feel like um, the industry, the game, the club desensitizes you?
No, I mean, I feel like when it comes to you talking about this in the strip club or just
Just in general
general,
life, like a lot of times women come out of the club and they're
mhm.
like, nothing surprises me, nothing bothers me.
Yeah,
I'm
so
so
true.
desensitized from everything. Like I
Yeah,
just, it's like,
yeah, everything's just to me like you see this every day in the club, you know, like it's the norm to me now.
is there anything that you regret about being in the club?
Mm, yes, I do regret. It's a lot of money you can make in a club. You just have to learn how to manage it. And that's a lot of things women fuck up in the club. Excuse my language.
So do you think that women need men to manage their money?
No.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's easy to break that habit to save. As you get wiser,
Right.
you'll be like, you know what? I could put this to the side, you know? Stack and go, stack and go. You can do that yourself.
Have you ever been robbed?
No.
Have you ever been jealous of another dancer?
No.
Okay. What's the worst thing that's happened to you while giving a dance?
Mm, I don't really had no worse experience dancing with someone. Or if this is considered worse when a customer says, you don't have to dance anymore, just sit down.
So you don't like that?
I mean, I guess that's cool. That's why I said I don't know if that's
Yeah,
worse.
yeah.
Like I
That could
don't
be a good
know.
thing. Like he
Yeah.
trying to he don't want you to work.
Okay.
Like, but if he's still giving you money, he still fuck with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Like you don't want me to dance anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you enjoy dancing for men?
No, I used to, but now when I got that, a lot of men do say, just sit down. I'm learning it's okay to sit down.
Right,
But
right,
at
right.
first, it used to
Cool.
be like, what did I do wrong? You know.
Right, right. What's the most money you ever made in a club?
Um, 10 grand, but it was 3 girls on the back, and
Oh, okay.
I was 3 girls on the back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that 3,300?
it was around there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it wasn't out here though.
Okay. So, DG's just shut down. Yeah. What's your thoughts about that?
Shout out to DGs. Mm, it's a hurtful thought that DGs has been shut down, and I just feel like it could have been resolved. I don't know, it's just it's really I don't have nothing to say about it. It's just hard to talk about. You know,
Right.
it
Because
just feel,
a lot of women have lost their jobs, and
oh yeah,
people that's been there for years.
yeah. Even the maintenance people,
Yeah,
and
the cooks and everybody.
yeah, I still keep in contact with people there besides the dancers. You know, we talk most of the time every morning. We talk. We have our morning talks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's bittersweet because you're right. What you just said, they're out without jobs.
Right.
You know.
When you're in a club, there's alcohol, drink, and I mean everything in the club. Is it hard to avoid like extra like hard like or
Mm, I
or when you
mean,
get in the club, you're just gonna end up trying most of this stuff, or
Well, I feel like if it's not your norm or your thing, you're gonna stick to what you know.
Right.
But then again, some women like to try things to boost their, their high up, or their rush up to get the bag. So it can go both ways. You can be easy to get it or want to try it.
Link ups
Mm-hmm.
outside the club. Well, let me ask you this: Should you? What are your thoughts about girls going into VIP and doing stuff instead of going outside the club? Is it get it how you live? are you like, hey man, say get it how you live, or it's like, nah, you don't need to do that here. What's your thoughts?
I think it depends on which club that person's at.
Okay.
A white club or a black club.
Okay, so what would be the difference in that?
Well, I'm pretty sure with a white club, you have to pay a higher fee for VIP. Not saying they're doing something in there, but if you're paying a high fee to get in that room, but it's make it make sense.
Yeah.
A black club might you sneaking doing it, you might get in a quick $100, $40. You messing it up for us,
Right. What's the worst type of customer?
I think the worst type of customer is an actual customer. And when I say that, someone who's there every day. Nothing's wrong with Charlie being at the bar.
Right.
I'm just saying, just making up a name. But just there all the time, he's not going to really tip you at all, probably. He's just going to see you as just, hey, how you doing? Hey, just there.
So that's the worst time. Like when you see this, every time you go to work, you see he's just there.
Just there.
Right.
Taking up space.
When do you feel like you should quit as a dancer?
When you're just a dancer.
Okay.
And a stripper. When you're an entertainer, you don't have to be there every day.
Right. How you feel about tipping out the DJ and the house mom, and what do you think you should have to do that?
Let's say, okay, I think it's fair. The house mom has your products. The DJ, I think it's fair for the DJ to get tipped. This is one tip, but anything extra only if he's making your music make sense the way you dance.
Right. That makes sense. So you got a event coming up. Can you talk about that?
Yes. It's Dance for Your Man. It's an annual women's event.
Okay. Teaching
women how to be flexible and sip at the same time, which is having cocktails, but teaching them how to be more confident without any pressure on being flexible in a fun way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be easy for them to know how to stretch, be flexible, and doing it on their norm time.
When is that?
It's going to be on February 6th, 8 to 10. It's going to be in Dallas. You can go to my Instagram, Dakota_Fetty with 2 I's, and you will see it in my link tree.
Right. Mm-hmm. For sure. And flexible. So like you must be very flexible or something.
I get around.
Okay.
Yes.
And you could teach women how to do this?
Yes, in a central fun way.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be easy for them to know how to stretch.
Right.
And it's on Eventbrite.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming sitting down with us, and it's been informative.
Thank you for inviting me.
Before we get out of here, is there anything that you would tell a dancer that just got in the game? Mm-hmm. Well, what advice would you give her?
Always smile, be nice. Don't be quick to just dance on someone. Introduce yourself. And don't ask, can you sit down? Just sit down until he tells you he doesn't want you to sit down. But I guarantee if you're nice and smile, you will have a seat. So yeah, just be nice.
And is there anything that you have going on or my bad? That's what happens when you step away. Well, we'll just cut that part out. Well, Dakota, thank you so much for coming and telling us your stripper stories. Very entertaining. You're gorgeous.
Thank
And
you.
we wish nothing but the best for you in all your endeavors.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for inviting me.